Asa decided to turn to God.
Le roi Asa a décidé de se tourner vers Dieu.
And he used his leadership
Et il s'est servi de son leadership.
to turn the people of Israel to God.
Et il s'est servi de son leadership pour tourner le peuple d'Israël à Dieu.
He removed what God did not like.
Il a ôté ce que Dieu n'aimait pas.
He commanded Israel to seek God.
Et il a ordonné à Israël de chercher Dieu.
And they sought God.
Et ils ont cherché Dieu.
And there were results.
Et il y eut des résultats.
There was peace.
Il y eut la paix.
Why do many people not seek God? In Asa's seeking of God,
Quand Asa a cherché Dieu,
there were results.
il eut des résultats.
There was peace.
Il eut la paix.
Because the seeking of God has results.
Parce que chercher Dieu apporte des résultats.
At the 36th night of the praise, prayer and fasting crusade, as the battle draws to an end, Brother Chodo shared on some revivals in Israel after Solomon. Solomon had led the nation into idolatry and it returned to the former cycle of backsliding and revival in Judges. The aim of the sharing, as specified by the leader, was to show how leaders can cooperate with God for revival. The first example was that of King Asa in 2 Chronicles chapter 14, verse 2 to the end, and chapter 15, verses 1 to 19. Asa sought God and used his leadership to turn his people to God. And the seeking of God brought them results. It gave them peace, which allowed them to build their city. It gave them victory over an army that was more numerous. It made them wealthy. The leader noted that when in an individual's life or the life of a community, there are continuous crises to handle, it is an indicator that the seeking of God has been relegated. In line with this, Brother Chodo led the Crusaders to pray that leaders in our community will use their authority to turn their people to God and not to them. Because there is that which only God can give, and that leaders in their poverty cannot. Brother Chodo continued his sharing in 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verses 2 to 19. He explained that until chapter 15, the people of Israel had been seeking God and experiencing the results of it. But it looked more like the success of King Asa than an act of God. Then in chapter 15, God came down, he visited his people, and there was revival, a revival that lasted 20 years. God revealed them a straightforward principle that applies to all without exception. God is with you as long as you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you. There is no shortcut or no bypass for this, the leader commented. As God visited his people, Asa called a national convention to confront this prophecy from God and embrace it. The whole nation was led by Asa to vow to seek God, and he made it a crime unto death, the fact of not seeking God. May we be a people that seeks God indeed, and may our leaders use their authority to push people to seek God, the leader emphasized.
Let me just summarize it in English. In chapter 15, what I want to bring out is that until chapter 15, Asa as a leader had led the people of Israel to seek God, and it had worked. God had given them peace. God had given them victory in war. God gave them wealth through the spoils of war and victory. Until now, there is no indication that it was a visitation of God. All that we see there is that this is a successful leader who knows how to lead people to God. But in chapter 15, the Spirit of God calms down. The Holy Spirit calms down. God takes over. God talks to them. That's revival. The nation has a visitation of God, not just obedience. It is no longer just obedience. It has become a divine visitation.